Good evening, dear students. In the last lecture, we have discussed numerical based on reaction turbine. Now we are going to solve some gate question and ES question which are on the topic steam turbine. So the very first question is, for a single stage impulse turbine with a rotor diameter of 2 meter. A single stage turbine impulse turbine is given to you. Rotor diameter is 2 meter and a speed of 3000 rpm. The speed of the rotor is 3000 rpm. When the nozzle angle is 20 degree, it is given to you, that is alpha 1. You have to calculate the optimum velocity of steam. It means you have to calculate V1. So these are the options which are given to you. So from this we have to calculate that which option is correct. So we know that U by V1, that is the speed velocity ratio. U by V1 is equals to blade speed ratio. U by V1 is equals to cos alpha 1 by 2. This we have calculated on in the chapter steam turbine. So in this question, alpha is known to us, U is not known to us, and V1 is not known to us. U can be calculated because diameter and RPM is given to you. So therefore U is equals to pi dn by 60 is equals to pi into 2 into 3000 divided by 60. So U is 314 meter per second. So put the value of U in this equation. So we will get the value of V1. So V1 is equals to, after calculation, it is 668 meter per second, and this C option is correct. So this is the question which came in GATE 1994. The second question is, a steam turbine receive steam steadily at 10 bar. It means a steam turbine at the entry, the pressure of the steam is 10 bar and the enthalpy is 3000 kilojoule per kg, and the discharge at 1 bar. It means at the condenser pressure of 1 bar, enthalpy is 2700 kilojoule per kg. Work output is given as 250 kilojoule per kg. The heat transfer, now we have to calculate the heat transfer from the turbine casing to the surrounding, and this is a question which came in GATE 2000, and the options are given to you like this. So we know that the total enthalpy drop is given by power output plus losses. So from this formula, losses equals to total enthalpy drop minus power output. Enthalpy drop is given to you as 3000 minus 2700 kilojoule per kg, and power output is given as 250 kilojoule per kg. So therefore losses equals to 50 kilojoule. It means B option is correct. Now the next question is, in a steam turbine, inlet velocity is 30 meter per second, outlet velocity is 10 meter per second, determine work done. And these are the options which is given to you as an answer, and this is the question which came in IES 2003. So from the given data we can calculate the work done by 1 kg of steam, that is half change in kinetic energy. So half m v1 square minus v2 square is equals to half into 1, the m is 1 for 1 per kg, 30 square minus 10 square, and it will be 400 Newton meter. So this A option is correct. Next question is, an impulse turbine is having the power of 50 kilowatt, blade speed, that is U, is given as 400 meter per second, and you have to calculate the rate of change of momentum tangential to the rotor. And this is a question which came in IES 1997, and these are the options which are given to you. So we know that the tangential momentum is given as power equals to, we know that power equals to m dot VWU divided by 1000. This formula we have already learned in steam turbine, impulse turbine. So power is given to you as 50 m dot VW, this is the tangential momentum, into 400 speed is given as 400 divided by 1000. We have divided by 1000 because it is in kilowatt. So m dot Vw is equals to 125 Newton. So this fourth option is correct. Next question is, diameter of blade is 120 centimeter. RPM is given as 3000 RPM. Blade speed ratio, that is U by V1, is given as 0.42. You have to determine inlet velocity. It means V1. So these are the options, and this is the question which comes in IES 1993. So U can be calculated because diameter and number of RPM is given to you, that is pi dn by 60. So from this formula, U is equals to 188.4 meter per second, and this blade speed ratio is given to you. So from this formula we can easily calculate the inlet velocity, that comes to be 448.57, that is equivalent to 450 meter per second. So C option is correct. Next question is, in an impulse turbine, nozzle angle is given as 30 degree for maximum efficiency. Find blade speed ratio. And this is the question which came in IES 2009. So these are the options. For maximum efficiency, we know that blade speed ratio is equals to cos alpha 1 by 2, that we have already calculated in the chapter steam turbine. So U by V1 is equals to cos 30, that is given as nozzle angle, divided by 2. So U by V1 is equals to 0.433, and this fourth option is correct. Now the next question is, in a 4-row velocity compounded steam turbine, total power is 6400 kilowatt. Then you have to calculate the power developed by last stage. It means fourth stage. And these are the options which is given to you, and this is the question which came in IES 2005. So this is the new formula that is must be known to you, that the ratio of the work done in various stage of velocity compounded steam turbine is given as W1 is to W2 is to W3 is to W4, and that will be 7 times, 5 times, 3 times, 1 time. It means 7 times power developed in one stage, 5 times in second, 3 times in third, and 1 time in fourth stage. So therefore from this formula we can easily calculate W4 is equals to 6400, that is given to you, divided by the summation of this ratio. So it is 400 kilowatt. It means 400 kilowatt power is generated by the fourth stage, that is this option. Okay. Next is, in a reaction turbine, delta H MB, it means enthalpy drop in moving blade, is equals to 10 kilojoule per kg. Delta H FB, that is the enthalpy drop in fixed blade, is equals to 15 kilojoule per kg. Find the degree of reaction, and these are the options, and this is the question related to IES 2009. So we already know that the degree of reaction is equals to the ratio of enthalpy drop in moving blade divided by the summation of enthalpy drop in fixed blade plus enthalpy drop in moving blade. So moving blade enthalpy is given as 10 and summation is 25, fixed blade is 15 and moving blade is 10. So therefore the degree of reaction is 0.4 or 40%. So this C option is correct. Next question is, in a reaction turbine, VR1, this is the relative velocity, inlet relative velocity is given as 79 meter per second, U is given as 68.4 meter per second, VR2, this is the relative velocity at outlet, that is given as 152 meter per second, and the work done is given as 14,100 kilojoule, that is 14.1 kilojoule. So calculate the degree of reaction, and this question is related to IES 1995, and these are the options. So from the given data, enthalpy drop of moving blade is equals to the kinetic energy developed, the kinetic energy change due to this relative velocity. So VR2 square minus VR1 square divided by 2 into 1000 is equals to, put the value of VR2 by VR2 and VR1, we will get delta H MB is equals to 8.43 kilojoule per kg, and this work done is equivalent to the summation of enthalpy drop in fixed blade and the enthalpy drop in moving blade. So R is equals to enthalpy drop in moving blade divided by the work done, 14.1, that is 0.6. So this fourth option is correct one. And next question is, in a 50% reaction turbine, it means it is a Parsons turbine, absolute velocity angle is 45 degree, U is given as 75 meter per second, absolute velocity at the exit is axial. It means V1 is equals to VF1, V2 equals to VF2. You have to calculate the stage specific work, and this question is related to IES 2003, and these are the options which is given to you. So this is well known to you that for the 50% reaction turbine, inlet and outlet velocity diagram are same as we have discussed in the chapter steam turbine. U is equals to 75 meter per second. There is a symmetry in inlet triangle and outlet triangle, therefore U is equals to VW is equals to 75 meter per second. It means U is equals to VW, that is 75 meter per second. So specific work output, we have already known the formula that U into VW, that is U is 75 meter per second and VW is 75 meter per second. So multiply both, so we will get the specific work output, that is 5625 meter square per second square. So this fourth option